Welcome. Oh, wait, I have. Welcome. How is everyone doing tonight? Welcome in. Happy Friday, Junior. I know today is not our usual day for streaming, so I get it. But I am happy that I'm here. I'm happy that I'm doing this live stream with you guys today because I have something I want to speak to you all about. So I want to give you guys your welcomes. Hello, Samael. Yeah, it's different. I'm in a different mood tonight. I'm in a rocker mood tonight. You guys don't know, I really do like rock. I am a rock girl. I like Metallica. Well, let's not get into that. Hi, Zelich. We're rocking this time. Hello, Mr. Renegade. Hello, Jakub. Hello, Frost. And yes, I like your dog. You said that is your new dog. I like your dog. I don't like dogs, but I like your dog. That dog is good because those dogs look nice. Dogs to me belong outside, because of my culture. We're raised to keep our homes very clean. And I know there's going to be people in the chat like, you can have a clean home with dogs. I know that's what you guys think. But for us, we don't believe that the home is good with the dog inside for many reasons. One of the other reasons is because if we have children, we don't believe that it's safe to have dogs around small children because a dog is a dog. Yes, some dogs are protective and so on, but I've seen too many incidents where dogs, attack small children for annoying them or what have you. We don't believe in dogs. And don't start this today. Please do not do this. I don't know why this has been happening, guys. This is so stupid. This never happens. I don't know what's going on with this stupid internet. All right, I'll figure it out, but sorry, guys, just work with me. Anyway, I've seen too many times where dogs are like scratching their arse on carpet. They'll put their butt on the carpet and slide it across. It's just disgusting. And I'm like, I can't feel clean in a home like that. I just can't. So, and the other thing is that dogs farting and just slobber, and it's just no. I believe that they belong outside, but I know a lot of Westerners, they prefer to have their dog in the bed with them. Dog is in the room when marital couples are having marital time. Dog is eating out the same dishes that the family eats out of. Yuck. But anyway, All right, so let me see. Somebody said Beta. Frost says, my dog is 140 pounds. That is all muscle. That dog is all muscle. You guys look at his dog, and it's pure white. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful dog. What do you mean it's not Friday? What does that have to do? I don't stream on Fridays. No. Mr. Renegade says he's first. Welcome, Mr. Renegade. All right, are you guys ready? Here we go. You said previous stream with your friend was great. Oh, thank you. Speaking of, do you guys want to talk about that, or do you guys want to just keep that to yourselves? Because I don't know how you guys felt about it. You guys seem to do fairly well, although you guys were a little bit rough with her. I mean, she wouldn't be my friend if she wasn't thick-skinned. So, whoops, sorry guys, that was my fault. She wouldn't be my friend if she wasn't thick-skinned. So she wasn't offended or anything. Not that you guys care. I know you guys don't care if she was offended or not. But she thought you guys didn't like her. She thought that you guys hated her. And I said, no, the majority probably hate your view on a lot of things because too many of them have seen the opposite of what you're saying. Too many of them have seen your type before. I tried to explain it to her that her ideas are not as unique as she thinks they are. She really does think that her ideas are fairly unique. My poor friend. She's like, oh, I stand with Palestine. Oh my gosh, you didn't expect me to. I'm like, yeah, we did. We did expect you to. Because all liberals are standing with Palestine. Oh, I believe, we shouldn't have abortion up at past 6 months. I know you wouldn't believe that. Like, yeah, we believe that. That's typical. So basically all the things that she thought that were unique about her, they're not really unique. And that's a surprise to a lot of liberals that their viewpoints are really not that unique. They really believe that they're doing something. It's cute. But yeah, and there's just some things that are just logical, like what we talk about. We don't say things to say them, right? When we say things, we're saying them for reasons that we can back up, right? We can back up with evidences and statistics and so on and so forth. A lot of liberal arguments are backed up with feelings and this kind of moral idea of what's right. Like, this is the right thing. This is why we do it, because it's right. And it's like, yeah, right to who? And who is benefiting from this so-called moral high ground? I know, Jason. I know she's a liberal. I know. Beak said, I like Rachel. I can like people even if I don't agree with their politics. And that's my thing, and a lot of people were saying, oh, Amira, we're surprised that, you would have a liberal friend. That's strange. I'm disappointed. Somebody said they're disappointed. I'm like, I don't care. You think I care? You think anything I do is to get the approval? I'm not looking for approval. This is who I am. And I don't like having an echo chamber around me. I don't need people who are going to lick my culo and tell me I'm doing a good job. I don't need that. I don't need people to always agree. I don't need it. If you disagree with me, I might even like you even more, especially if you can stand on your points, stand on your viewpoints. Give me a reason to believe what you're saying. I might like you even more. But yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of strange, the idea that some of my people would think that it's strange that I would have a friend that is like complete 180 different from me. Yeah. DJ says, I would have gone easier on her because she's at least willing to listen. She is. Chronic can't have any of his haters call in because they're scared. I understand that completely. And imagine me as a friend of Chronic. I'm his friend. And even as a friend, the war band will still roast you. I still get roasted. It's like, even as a friend, even as a person who comes in peace, I still get roasted. So you can imagine how Chronic's enemies would be treated, or people who are adversary to Chronic. You can imagine how they would be treated. Frost says, I don't talk to libs. Hey, I call it sharpening my own iron. I think I can't be a good debater. I can't be strong in my views if I'm not able to defend them against someone who highly disagrees with me. To me, that sharpens my iron. I get better by being opposed. So I prefer to speak to people who disagree a lot of times than to sit there and just be nodding our heads the whole time because we both agree in the same thing. So the whole conversation is like this. Oh yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. I think the same thing. No, no. What a bore. I get bored. No, I like a little bit of fight, mental fight, of course, not UFC. Chronic's a hater cell. Oh my god, you guys know Chronic. Oh my gosh, his channel. People are afraid. They are, and they should be. They should be. One of the worst things is to be roasted by him. If he takes time to make a thumbnail with your face on it, you are done. You can just forget about your whole reputation for like a couple of years until people forget. But even then, a lot of people never forget what Chronic says. Master debater, right. Frost says, Chronic haters never call in. I would know because I'm a mod. You're a mod? You're a mod on his channel? I didn't know that. You got a bunch of Chronic fans in the chat. Well, I appreciate that a lot. I really appreciate that because it's rare. Well, I would think it's rare that you would see Chronic people like any woman. Like, not like that. I don't mean like any woman, but you know what I mean. They're very, very skeptical and particular about who they choose to watch. So that's an honor. To me, that's an honor to be followed by Chronic's Warband. All right. Are you guys ready? So here's the thing I wanted to speak about. The title of today's live stream is A Nation Can Rise No Higher Than Its Women. This is a saying that was said a while back, and I remember when I heard it, it resonated with me because I thought that makes sense. That makes sense because we believe in our culture, in my culture, we believe that the women are the ones who bring the culture. The women are the ones who pass down the culture. The women are the ones who make the culture. The culture is made by women because you understand the women are the ones who are going to be training the kids on how to act in the future, the etiquette, the way of speaking, the everything. Everything is taught by the women. So a nation can rise no higher than its women. We've seen this in many communities. In many communities and many races, we've seen that the race goes down when the women start going down. When the quality of the woman goes down, the race as a whole goes down. And I believe that's partly because, now tell me if I'm wrong, this might seem mean. It may seem mean, but I don't really care. I think it's partly because if you cannot control your women as a nation, you cannot control your women, you have no control over them, then that means either one, the men are weak, or two, the women are stronger than the men, or you have an upside down situation. So if you can't control your women, because you would think, oh, the men are the ones who determine the strength of a nation. In a way, yes, but a lot of times when that morality goes away, when the women start going down, the quality of the women start going down, where women are loose, women are disrespectful, they don't know how to, they don't carry the culture. They don't carry, if they do carry the culture, they're not carrying the good culture forward. They're carrying all the negatives of their culture forward and none of the positives. These are the people that are going to be training your children. So if you can't get these women in line, the rest of the country and the nation or the race will flounder. That's how I see things. And I hate, I want to get more study in on this. I want to study more about the Romans because I believe that this was the fall of the Romans as well. Because from what I know, and I could be wrong, but this is what I believe I know, the Romans, they started having a bit of feminism enter when they became high, when they became, the empire of the world at that time, that they started having a bit of feminism entering into their culture. And that was the beginning of their downfall. Feminism was supposed to be a thing that was supposed to make women stronger and make women better or equal or what have you. But instead, we are dealing with a situation where we have women that just don't know their place. They don't know where they should be or what their role should be or where they're most valuable for help, where they're most valued. They don't know. And because of that saying, a nation can rise no higher than its women, I've been thinking about America as well. Look at the quality of women America is dealing with at this moment in time. When I look, I know a lot of people look at me because I'm Middle Eastern, and they say, "Well, look at your countries, Amira. Your countries are trash. They're garbage. They're poor. You guys don't have any money." That may be true, but I tell you what, America is not far behind at this point. At this point, America isn't rich anymore either. It feels rich because of we're standing on the backs of the people before us. Right now, America is standing on the backs of the people who actually made this nation. That's the only reason why it still feels rich. America is in trillions of dollars of debt. If we really want to talk about worth, I'm like, America is not doing well right now. And I know it's not just because of the people, it's because of our politics, it's because of the corruption and so on. But we in my countries, in our poor countries, we still have family. We still have strong families. That's one thing that hasn't been broken with us. And I think that's part of the reason why we're still going. In America, there's no family anymore. You guys have nothing. When your government dies in America, all of you will die. The majority of you guys who don't have family. I'm not talking to the ones who have family. But the majority of America will die once daddy government is not there anymore. God forbid we go through a government shutdown for a long period of time, or there's a war that happens and the government is not able to provide for the people like it does, or the government is not able to regulate the way it is because women have pushed men out of the house because they believe that they can defend themselves. Women are going to be in the streets. Men are no longer, now don't get offended at me, men in the chat, but men are no longer what they used to be. Let's just be honest with ourselves. The majority of men are not what they used to be. But one thing I believe about men is that even if men aren't what they used to be, if the moment came tomorrow, men will make themselves what they need to be in order to defend the nation, in order to defend what they care for. That's what I do believe. Even if it's not what it used to be like in the World War eras, I believe that come tomorrow, if men need to be something, if men need to be Superman, if they need to be Captain America, give them a few weeks to a few months, they will be what they need to be. That's what I believe. But women, on the other hand, I don't know. Women don't know their place. I want to see your guys'. Sotonar says most of the Middle East was made to be poor by political manipulation in order to destroy them so that Israel and the globe banks can take over. I don't know about that. I mean, I see what you're saying. Maybe for certain nations, maybe for Iran, maybe for certain ones. But Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and a few others they wouldn't fit into that category, I believe. I could be wrong, but I see what you're saying, though. Thomas says Roman men went their own way and refused to serve the military. Invaders from the north were recruited with the empty promise of free land, but they called the bluff and pillaged the empire. Yikes. A gentleman and a savage. Did you guys see that video? There was a Gen Z man, young man, semi-man, male identifying, let's just say that. I believe that there was a penis there. Let's just say that. I'm not certain, but I believe there was a penis because I think I saw an Adam's apple. It's just, you just never know. In today's culture, you just never know what's what. But anyway, there was a video with a male identifying guy in it, and he was sitting down eating breakfast in front of the camera. He opened his mouth, and the first thing he was eating, oh, I don't know, a Pop Tart or some sugary breakfast treat. The moment that he opened his mouth, what did he say? And I quote, if they think that they're going to recruit Gen Z and put us into the draft and that we're actually going to get out of our houses and go to the draft, they got another thing coming. I can't be drafted. I am on medication. I can't do this. Like, look at me. So we're just going to say no. Gen Z is not going to be drafted. We're just going to say no. I laughed like a hyena, like a straight hyena when I watched that, because I thought to myself, how cute. He really thinks that the draft is an option. He thinks that they're just going to come and ask you, hey, would you like to go to war for your country? It's called a draft for a reason. There's a thing called friendly fire at that point. If you don't go, friendly fire might accidentally hit you in the back of the head. You are going to get in the van and you are going, whether you like it or not. That's why it's called a draft. See, this is the thing. Gen Z has had it. Well, I can't even say, let's say millennials and younger, because Gen X, I believe Gen X was still a tough generation. Millennials and younger have had it so easy. They've never seen anything like that. They've never seen a draft. They've never seen you don't have a choice. Get in the van. They've never seen that. We've never seen that. I can't say they. I'm a part of they. We've never seen it. But one thing that I know is that my grandfather told me about it. I know what it is and what it isn't. And it's not an option. It's not something you just wake up and say, oh, I'm not going. Do you guys know what? I have been holding this stupid thing for this whole time, and it hasn't even been plugged in. Why am I a failure? Why am I such a failure? Oh my gosh. Hello. Can you hear me? Is this working? Oh my God. Exactly. Thank you, Sotona. It's a woman moment. It's a woman moment. Thank you. Woman thing. I can't escape it. I just can't. It's like as much as I tried to progress past being a woman, it always catches up with me. Kill me now. Oh, how embarrassing. And I could have actually snuck that in without telling you guys what happened. I could have just plugged it in secretly and quietly, but why not admit my failures? Why not? We heard you before. I know, but the thing is, I wanted you guys to be right here so you can hear me from my mouth right here. Do you understand? I wanted you guys to hear me. I wanted you guys to hear me, hear the accent, hear the saliva. No. I don't mean that. But I wanted you to hear me, like actually hear me, okay? We need lots of diversity in the draft. Why don't you exactly, if you want to get Gen Z to join, tell them there's so many white men going. We need diversity in the draft. Don't you want to be diverse? It's your destiny, Amira. You can't avoid it. Kill me now. Kill me. Look, I'm just going to take this cord and just listen. It's been great. I had a great life, okay? Let me go in peace. You guys, stop. Oh, and what about women? Women getting drafted, right? Women. What's going to happen to all of those male identifying women? Are they all of a sudden going to put pigtails in their hair and makeup on and say, "Oh no, I just a woman. I'm just a small woman. I can't be drafted." All of a sudden they're going to pop out those hormones, vomit up their hormones come on. What's going to happen? That's my real question. What is the American army going to say about that? Are they going to say, if you identify as male, anybody who changed their IDs to male is going, you're getting drafted? I don't care if you weren't originally born a man, you're going. If your ID says M, you're going. Exactly, equally draft. That's what I'm saying. Because if not, what was all the feminism and equality for? Isn't it? Exactly. Equality is a bish. Oh my gosh, no. They will end up pregnant. Well, I don't know if you can get pregnant on those hormones, can you? Aren't they almost sterile because they take those hormones, right? Doesn't isn't that part of the reason why they want all these children to transform? Is so that they can be sterilized? Because a lot of them transform so young that their bodies never get the chance to develop the hormones. So, I don't know. I think it just depends on when you started transforming. Anun. Hello, Anun. He says, I think about the Roman Empire for about the last 25 years of my life. I literally see and smell the rot in the country each and every day. Time is running out for this country, Lioness. Hmm. I feel, I feel that, I feel that really badly. Unfortunately, I feel that so badly, and I tried to bring it up when my friend was here, but I wasn't able to get to my full point because we were wanting to have so many other conversations. But the truth is, I see it, and I was trying to explain to you guys that this war happening with the whole Israel and Palestine thing, along with the Ukrainian situation, all we need is one more war to get started, and it's going to turn into, you know what I mean? The reason I said that was because Israel and Egypt are now at it too, because Egypt has also joined in to stand with Palestine. But Egypt and Israel are allies of America. So that's the messy situation that I was thinking about. Like, how is that going to work out, and where are America's loyalties going to lie? I see something coming, and you know what else? America is losing her that thing that she had. America is no longer feared. Nobody fears America anymore. I mean, look at our leadership. The fact that we have that camel head as a vice president is a joke. Imagine what Putin is thinking. Did you guys hear that Putin died over the weekend? Last weekend? Did you guys hear that? There was a rumor in the mainstream media going around. And who of all the media companies confirmed it? MSM or MSN, sorry. MSN or MSM? Yeah, MSN. You know, I don't even look at it, so I don't even know what it's called anymore. MSN confirmed that Putin had died last weekend. What a bunch of idiots. It was a rumor, of course. It wasn't true, of course. But MSN confirmed it. How did you confirm that, MSN? Tell me how. This is why I don't believe nothing that these people say. But anyway, can you imagine how Putin is looking at us? Putin has seen president after president come to shake his hand in representation of America. And now he gets to shake hands with a black woman, well, a supposed black woman. She's not even really black. But he gets to shake hands with a southeastern Asian woman posing as a black woman, cackling like a hyena, and offering him punyiti on the side. Can you imagine how he's thinking about America? This is the reason why, as soon as these people got so called elected, I call installed. But the moment that these people got installed, he was like, oh, this is the perfect time to start the war. Guys, this is our chance. Let's not let this opportunity pass. That's the reason why. Why do you guys think the world is going crazy right now? When Trump was president, things were in check. Every country, every nation knew to be on its best behavior because you didn't know what Daddy Trump was going to do. I don't think America is going to be able to come back from this easily. Even if we do get Trump or a real man back in office, if we do get a real man back in office, I don't think that America is going to be able to recover from this easily. Reason I say this is because people have already started making changes in their nations that are not going to be changed back just because we have a new, better president, just because we have a real man back in the office. They started changing the dollar, changing a dollar for rubles. I was going to say robles, for rubles. Other places are changing for whatever China uses. I mean, come on, we are losing in the world stage. And the thing is, who's going to be the next world power? Because we are not going to be. Who? No one's going to be able to do it like America. No one can do it like we do it. The reason is because here in America, unfortunately, we have so many countries. Every country is represented here. If China tries to be the world police, it's not going to work. Their country is too homogenous, of course. People are going to look at them and say, what, you want everybody to live like the Chinese way? It's not going to happen. Freedom is not a thing over there in China. They don't have a constitution like we do. There's no other country that can do it like America. But, I don't know. China and Russia will team up. I know, they already have. But the thing is, they won't even stay friends for too long. The Chinese and the Russians don't have much in common. Well, not anymore. They don't like each other that much anymore. So they're just doing this to team up against America. But once they win against America, which probably they're going to try, they're going to start fighting one another. Somebody said something about Iran. Oh gosh, don't even mention Iran. He says, I'll bet on the next challengers being Iran and Brazil if they get their stuff together, and maybe the East African Union if they get their stuff together. No. I disagree. America will recover. Yeah, we'll see. You know what? The reason I'm so firm on that we're not going to recover is because every empire has a sell-by date. And America has been running things for a very, very long time, right? Eventually, there's going to be someone else that wants to stand up and say, I am ready to lead. That's how it is. That's how it is in families. When you have a family, when you have a son, your son is supposed to surpass the father eventually. That is how everything works. Business works this way. You can't always be the king forever. That's why I believe it's not going to last too much longer. I hope it does, but maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. China is sketchy. Somebody said, no, it's the Swiss. Well, that came out of nowhere. The Swiss, they haven't been heard of in ages. Oh, but I doubt it. I doubt it. And it darn sure won't be the British. It won't be the British. Okay, the British's empire ended when America stood up. So are the British going to take back the title as world power? I don't know. I don't think so. I doubt it. Anun says, there won't be any one single power after the US. It's going to be multipolar. I didn't think about that because I always assumed that there has to be one. There has to be one nation that's going to rule. But you're right. There could be a chance where we're going to have a situation where it's like the communist countries or the countries that are against NATO. It could be a situation of NATO versus non-NATO. Do you know what I mean? That could be the next situation where it's NATO versus non-NATO countries. But even in that situation, even in that configuration, there has to be leaders in each section, right? In each faction. So there's going to be a leader of the non-nation or non-NATO nations, and then there's going to be a leader of the NATO nations. I don't know. That sounds like a better possibility, actually. Frost says, if Putin gives me 10 acres and a couple of Ukrainian brides, I'll sell out America so fast. Well, there's nothing really to sell out at this point. I mean, come on. Like, seriously? But we have rainbow flags everywhere. We're a country of faggots. I meant flags and bundles of sticks. We are a country of faggots right now. And I meant maggots. We're a country of maggots at this point, because apparently that is what we want to be representing us in the world stage, right? This is the flag that we throw up in front of the whole world, is a rainbow flag. Every US I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong word, embassy. Every US embassy around the world had the rainbow flag in front of it, except the one in Saudi Arabia. That's who America wants to represent us. That's, oh gosh. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll try to stop the word. I'm trying, okay? I'll stop it. I'll say flags, okay? 3G, I don't need you to criticize me. Larry made a list for us. Here we go. I want to pull up Larry's list. He said, "Where is your pretty mixed liberal friend?" She ran away. She ran away, screaming and yelling that night. When we hung up with you guys, she said, you know what she said? She said, "I didn't know that you were this bad." She said, "I didn't know that you got this bad, Amira. I always knew that you had this in you, but I didn't know it was this bad. Where did this come from? Has your husband been beating you?" That's what she said. She was genuinely concerned for my mental health at that point, telling me that something's wrong with me. Can you imagine? The woman who said that we should kill babies is the one that's asking me if my mental health is sound. Huh? The one that, come on. She said, "So how did this happen, Amira? You weren't like this before." I said, "I've always been like this. You never listened, because the moment that I started talking, you would quiet me down, or you tried to change the subject, or you start screaming and crying," because that was a thing too. She would start screaming and crying quite often. I'm like, "You never let me speak to you. You never let me get it out." So she thinks that I'm being brainwashed. She thinks that my husband is forcing me to say these things. She thinks that there's something hateful within me, and that maybe I've watched too many Andrew Tate videos. Andrew Tate, of all people. I told her, I was like, I barely know who Andrew Tate is, and I do know what he's about, kind of, but he's not something, he doesn't entertain me. Andrew Tate is not entertaining to me. I'm like, you really think I would be sitting there watching more than one video of Andrew Tate? No, I wouldn't. I'm not entertained. He says whatever, but she thinks that I'm some kind of Andrew Tate follower, and I got brainwashed by the red pill and so on and so forth. I said, "Girl, I've been this before Andrew Tate was even popular. I've been this. This is who I am." I tried to explain it to her, but then, she goes on to say that she thinks my husband is beating me and so on and so forth. And I'm like, all right. Amira Tate, stop. No, that's not cute. Send her a chronic video. Yeah. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Wait, no, tell me you're thinking what I'm thinking. If we had to choose which chronic video we are going to send to a liberal woman, which one will we send? Okay, wait. I hope you guys are thinking the same one that I'm thinking, but we'll see, okay? The one that I'm thinking about, okay? I can't even sit still right now. Frost. Okay, all right. The one that I'm thinking about, okay. Brittany Venti. Should we? Right? Or the one where he had all those feminists, that whole panel of feminists who were trying to tell men what to do. Let's do that one. Ooh, I'm gonna do it. I am so gonna do it. Thank you, Frost. Thank you so much for giving me another way to torture my best friend. This is gonna be great. Oh, you knew it, Zealand. Zealage, tell me that wasn't YouTube gold. Okay. Chronic sent the link to me when he finished that video, and he was like, check this out. I was like, oh my god, let's oh okay, yes, okay, yeah. I think Brittany Venti, because Brittany Venti, isn't she half black? I believe she is, I'm not sure, but my best friend is half black, right? She's half black, but she considers herself full black, and I'm like, you're not, you don't even pass. But she's half black. Brittany Venti is half black. Brittany Venti is kind of like in the middle of like trying to be kind of red pill or something, and then just half being disgusting, burping and farting online and all that stuff. My friend, I would love to send that to her. And Chronic roasting her. Yes. Yes. Let's see, Venti. I know. Wasn't it Chef's Kiss? That was like, I told Chronic, I was like, Chronic, I think this is probably one of your best works. This is one of your best works of art. Aside from when he was roasting that one Indian guy. Who's that one Indian he was an Indian guy who thought he was, oh my god, I can't remember the name. It was something like zero something. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Tell me if you guys remember who he is. But he was like a pickup artist, right? He was like a pickup artist, and Chronic went in on him for like 3, 4, maybe 5 videos, and that guy pretty much deleted his whole account. He deleted his whole life. Not that way, but he like deleted his whole life off like the internet. He hasn't been able to show his face in ages. Yes, there it is. Yogi. That guy, he hasn't been able to show his face online. You can't. Chronic is the king of roasting. That is a fear of mine. Like, that's a fear of mine, is to get on Chronic's bad side and him have a roast. I would just die. I'm like, you know what? I'm changing my name. I'm moving to Alaska. Maybe Greenland. Alaska is still America. I can go to Greenland and I'll just change my name. I'll dye my hair blonde. I'll just be something else. That is funny. She burps up zinc. Huh? What does that mean? I mean, I take zinc too. I mean, we all like take zinc pills. Well, I take pills, but I don't know about like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by zinc pills? Yes, Sotunar. Yes, Yogi no abs. Yes. Oh my god, he killed. I can't say that word, but oh, you remember him exactly. And that's the thing. He's so irrelevant at this point that we can't even say that we know him anymore. We have to say, oh, I remember him. Haven't heard about him in a long time, because he's so irrelevant now because of what Chronic did to him. Oh my gosh. Is Chronic the guy that hit on me? No. No. Chronic in no way is of that bandwagon. He never will be. No. All right. Okay then. Wait, what are you guys talking about? Keep her innocent. I'm just gonna let that go. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the list from Larry, because I want us to go through it, because I knew I was gonna do it last time that my friend was here, but I couldn't because we were doing different topics, of course. So let me pull this up. Come on. All right, got it. Somebody sent me tranny story hour. BTK, relax. Oh man. Uh-oh. I haven't seen my emails in so long. I haven't seen my emails all week. Apparently I got invited onto 2 panels. Oh wow. Whoops. Dinesh D'Souza emailed me. What? Oh. Larry. There you are, Larry. All right, here we go. All right, so here's the list. Let's begin. Oh my gosh. I see you guys. Okay, Wait, what are you guys saying? How many emails? 2. All right. I don't care. It's fine. I'm gonna use it. It's fine. You said but it's only 5 days. What has changed in 5 days? I know the news does change very fast, but let's see. Let me just see. Okay, let's just see what it is. If it's bad, then we'll see. Yeah, these things are not changed. Okay, here we go. Politics. New York City council member and a state senator among 100 protesters arrested in pro-Palestine rally. Brooklyn State Senator Jabari Brisport and City Council member Shahana Hanif were among 100 arrested protesters at a pro-Palestine rally sponsored by the Democratic Socialists of America. The group caught the eyes of law enforcement by storming Bryant Park and blocking traffic. So now we have council members, politicians entering into the streets to, I guess, rally. Now these people are, what is it called when you're one of those people who, oh, that's right, idiots. So now we have the politics going on the streets and being the people who are standing in the streets causing traffic. Instead of actually doing their real job, they want to be activists. They want to be out there in the streets with the activists. How about you do your real job? How about you get back to the office where we put you, where we elected you to be in? But no. They'd rather be outside being activists and imbeciles. Gavin Newsom was in China discussing climate change. Hold on, wait. I'm trying to see if I missed something. Okay, then. Okay, wait, Larry. So Gavin Newsom has been in China discussing climate change, and he met with Chinese officials. Republicans blasted Newsom for his visit, which further pushed suspicions of a 2024 bid to replace Joe Biden. During his visit, Newsom met with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. You guys get it, Winnie the Pooh. Chinese leader Winnie the Pooh to improve relations while re-engaging foundational and fundamental issues, and invited Winnie the Pooh to attend the APEC conference in San Francisco next month. Newsom also spoke with a Chinese official about the human rights abuses in Hong Kong and expressed his support for the quote-unquote one China policy, which recognizes China's rule by the Communist Party. And it also recognizes its claim on Taiwan. Although news outlets reported that previous California governors like Jerry Brown and Arnold Schwarzenegger met with Chinese officials to discuss climate change, Newsom seemed to be acting more like a diplomat as he made climate change. Newsom seemed to be acting more like a diplomat as he made statements about improving China's ties with America and not California. So he was speaking on behalf of America to China, Newsom was. He's basically trying to, I guess, practice his role as a president. He's trying to get into that training. I guess he's training for his presidential bid or his run, I guess. And here we go. Here's one more story for you guys. This is LGBTQIA plus pedos plus everything sick news. A fight breaks out at a pro-Palestine rally due to pride flag appearance. Of course, why would anyone bring a pride flag to a Palestine rally? See, before I read this article, can I say something? Guys, before I read this article, we need to talk about this. This is the problem with liberals. Liberals taking the side of Palestine, saying, I stand for Palestine, free Palestine. Do you know that Palestine would have your guys' heads on swivels if they could? If they knew about the faggotry that goes on in America, do you think that they would come to America and be on your side? Do you really believe that you can take your rainbow flag over to Palestine and say, I stand with you, Palestine, and they're going to actually accept you and think that you're brethren? What is wrong with these people? They think, oh, these poor brown people, I stand with them. I stand with them because they need our help. They need our help. And they will accept us giving them help because we are here as their saviors. And even though we we are rainbow flags, even though we enjoy butt fun, that's not going to be a problem there. You see, the Muslims, they like us. Muslims, like, what's the girl's name? What's her name? The one in Minneapolis. The one who slept with her brother. No, she didn't sleep with her brother, but she married her brother. What's the name? Whatever her name was. And Rashid Tlaib, all of them. Oh, yeah, you see, these are all Muslims that stand with us as Democrats. We're going to go over there and they're going to see us as different people. They're going to actually understand us. And we are all going to be one. We are going to open their eyes to the rest of the world and to democracy. That's what we're going to do. No, you're not. This is what I don't understand about liberals. They think that they can just go to these places and because they're the saviors, the white saviors, that they are going to be. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? It's just nasty to me. It's nasty because just keep yourself. Why don't you focus on your own self? Focus on getting yourself right first here in America before trying to go over there. These people don't like you. They don't like you. They don't agree with you. They don't accept you. And the moment that they're not in war, the person that they're going to turn on next is you. Instead of having Israelis' heads on the swivel, it's going to be yours. You liberals, stop trying to be saviors of the world. You're going to be the first one with your head on a swivel. Back to the article. A fight breaks out at a pro-Palestine rally due to pride flag appearance. London's Trafalgar, whatever that's called, London Square became the site for a brawl among factions at the March for Palestine event. Almost immediately after a pride flag was waved by members of the Queers for Palestine. Did I read that right? Queers for Palestine. Let me just fix my hair, get back in the game. I'm back. All right. Almost immediately after a pride flag was waved by members of the Queers for Palestine group, it was knocked to the ground and trampled on, and the flag bearer was surrounded by protesters. Two men dressed in black with their faces covered were seen running from the area. Then a few fights broke out between other pride flag bearers and Palestine protesters. Gee, I wonder, will these queers, as they call themselves, will these queers still want to fight for Palestine after getting their arses handed to them at a rally for being gay? Will they still feel that they should be out there fighting for Palestine? Yeah. Back to the article. So, a fight broke out between other flag bearers and Palestine protesters who were visibly not happy with their presence at the event. Despite the presence of Queers for Palestine and queer. My gosh, I don't want to say this. Queer Jews for Palestine. Queer Jews for Palestine. All right. The jokes write themselves. I can't. I can't. Okay. All right. I got it. I got it. Despite the presence of Queers for Palestine and Queer Jays for Palestine, their support does not seem to be wanted. Oh, no, it doesn't? Okay. Their support does not seem to be wanted in other places as well. In Jerusalem, for example, a Palestinian scholar from the Al Aqsa Mosque joined the Queers for Palestine crowd. That the people of Palestine will not allow a single homosexual in their land. Such perversion brings the wrath of Allah. This is why I love my people. I love my people. I do. I hate them, but I love them at the same time. So, the scholar, the Palestinian scholar from Al Aqsa Mosque, warned the Queers for Palestine crowd that the people of Palestine will not allow a single homosexual in our land. Such perversion brings the wrath of Allah. As for Hamas, they have made the lives of the LGBTQIA plus pedos plus everything sick. They've made their lives more difficult since their takeover of the Gaza Strip in 2007. I'll let you guys speak for me. You guys, go ahead. Good point. Good point. Good point. Yeah. hmm I agree. I agree. Uh, you know, you're right. Yeah, definitely. I That's exactly how I feel. Yep. Wouldn't you think, Zealage? Wouldn't you think? You see, I, I, you guys are speaking for me. I appreciate all of the fine words. I appreciate all of the fine words. Exactly. That's what I thought. Yeah. Actually, same. Same. All right. There you go. There's your news for last week. That was last week's news. And even though Larry says that there's something that changed, I doubt that there's anything that changed with those stories because those stories seem to be events that happen, not continuous stories. So I believe that there's nothing outdated about those things. So there you go. There's your news for last week. And like I said, there had been rumors all week this week that Putin had passed away over last weekend. And of course, those have been found it to be untrue. It was actually a test by, I don't know if it's like KGB or something like that. I don't even know if they still have it, but it supposedly was a test. It was a test to see how the world would react to Putin being dead and the war being, I don't know, some kind of a, I don't know exactly what it was, but yeah. All right. Yeah, exactly, Thomas. Thomas. Yes, exactly. Look at that. Look at those flags all together. Does that even make sense? Does that even look like that goes together? It doesn't. It really doesn't. Yeah. You forgot the Jewish flag. You forgot that one. Because apparently there's queer Jews for Palestine. Yeah. He said the perversion and infiltration of Moloch is real. All right, guys. Well, that was it. I had to speak to you guys about that. Oh, we're not done yet. We have one quick thing to do. I want to show you a quick video. Are you guys ready? So there was a quick video that I want to show you. I'm going to show you just like 3 minutes of it, and then we'll be done. Actually, no, there was another video I wanted to show you too. There's 2 videos I wanted to show you guys, but I don't know if you guys have the energy tonight because it isn't the weekend. So I don't know how you guys feel. Here, let me look at your comments. How do you guys feel about watching 2 videos, but not long. They're not long. They're like 5 minutes each. How do you guys feel about that? Let me know in the chat, and I will read your responses, and then I'll decide whether we do it from your guys' responses. I'm waiting. Okay. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay. Well, all right. So the pride has spoken. Oh, alrighty then. All right. The pride has spoken. We're doing it. We're doing it. All right. Let's do it. Here we go. So one video is, I'll give you guys the option what you guys want first. So one video is a pregnant woman who, this was in the thumbnail, pregnant woman who was pulled over for being drunk, for drunk driving. And, you know, you guys can see that. Or number two is we can watch a clip of me being roasted by the Lapeef Network when it was called out that I'm a racist, I'm a raging racist. And this is a video, it was a live stream actually, and this was part of the panel calling me out of my racism and so on and so forth. So would you guys like to see me get roasted, or would you guys like to see a pregnant woman drunk driving? You choose. I hate you guys. You guys just want to see me get roasted. You guys just want to see me get roasted. Stop. Oh man. He says both. Okay. Well, I'm asking which one we're gonna do first. That's the thing. Okay, so I have one that says drunk person, and I have 3 that says okay. No, you can't vote twice, Thomas. You can't vote twice. He says both. We're gonna see both. I promise. We will see both. So 3J says you. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Fine. Okay. So there's too many saying me first. So we have one person that says the drunk woman, and we have the rest that says me. All right then. All right. Let's do it. You guys are mean. Oh my God. I hate you guys because I feel like we're supposed to be a pride. We're supposed to be here for one another. And it seems like I have more people against me than with me. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Get the bad out of the way first. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. All right, here we go. All right, here's the roast. I will show. It's only like a few seconds, not a few seconds, like a couple of minutes, but you guys tell me what you think about it. I found this by accident when I was just going through YouTube. You know, some random things show up to me, and when I saw it, I was like, "Oh boy." All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, found it. Okay, so I'll start it from, I guess, the middle, because that's where it really starts, I guess. All right, here we go. All right, now I'm going to share the screen with you all and see what you guys want to say about it. This was Courtney Michelle. All right, here we go. I don't know what part this is on. Let's see it here. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Come on.
Said black people are black people.
Courtney, you gotta let people talk.
People in Lebanon who say that, that's, I don't know. I'm not saying that to anybody.
Her.
I've never called anybody that, so I don't know what
that is not her.
Or
Lebanese culture, your culture that we have talked about for 2 weeks now. And I was specifically told by a Lebanese man that, guess what? If you come over here, they're going to call you this, Courtney.
I don't know what's going on with this Google. Something is going on with Google. I don't know what is happening with the YouTube, but I'm trying to, and it keeps on going to other things. So hold on. What the hell is this? Hold on, guys. Let me figure out what's wrong with this. Give me a second. Something is wrong with this thing. Or you know what? I'll just play it. See if you guys can get it from there. It's fine.
And I said, well, what does that mean? They're going to call you a slave.
Okay, so somebody said that to you, so that makes it automatically true.
Well, that's what
I don't know.
You never heard of that word before?
No, I haven't. I really haven't heard of that word. No. So I mean, maybe that's something. Some people in Lebanon who say that. That's I don't know. I'm not saying that to anybody. I've never called anybody that, so I don't know.
That is not her. It's a culture. And we're talking about a culture. We're not talking about individuals.
So if I tell you, black people do this.
No, yeah, because you do say black people do this on your page. You do say that black people are racist. You generalize
that out of context. Like I said, you took that out of context, and you're trying to throw it out there as if I'm some kind of a racist, which I'm not.
I didn't call you a racist, but you legit said black people are black people.
Courtney, you gotta let people talk. You gotta, if you ask a question, you gotta let them answer.
Well, I already told you I was having an argument with someone, and I was throwing that point out to confuse them too. Because obviously, I said I went to a majority black school a long time ago when I was in New York, and I saw things that were racist that came from black people, and I saw it from Asians too. And that doesn't mean, oh, I'm calling you guys something so bad. I said everybody does something racist. Every culture does things that are racist, and we're not going to act like you guys don't. We're not going to act like Asians don't. We're not going to act like the Middle Easterns don't. We do. Everybody does stuff. So, I mean, you're trying to take offense to that. I don't.
Okay. I heard the whole show. I watched the whole show. I'm not the one to do clips. I did a whole thing.
That was in the comment section. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're talking about the comment section. So
people that you know that are racist is black and Asian.
We got a guess. Go ahead,
Who's
Mr.
the guest? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Quentin.
Well, good evening. Hope I didn't interrupt anything.
I'm sorry. Chicago's trying to show records. Everybody, Mr. Quentin been sitting here like, what's going on?
That's okay. That's all right.
I said, who the guest? And Courtney, he's been sitting here multiple times.
That's okay. That's all right. Courtney.
Before this guy speaks, I want to tell you guys this situation happened. Courtney was trying to tell me a word in Arabic. She was trying to tell me an Arabic word. I did not understand her because she can't speak Arabic, and this word requires that you use an Arabic letter that she cannot say. She cannot enunciate. So I didn't understand what she was trying to say. So she said, is it true that in the Middle East, Arabs call black people Abid? And I didn't understand what she meant. I said, I don't know what that word is, which is true. I didn't know what the word was because in my understanding of the word slave is abd. And abd is like but it's like from the back of your throat, abd, not abid. So when she said that word, I said, like, what word are you trying to say? I didn't understand her. So she tried to say that I was acting stupid on purpose because I didn't want to say that we call black people slaves in my country. Truth is, nobody that I know sees a black person and says, oh, look, slave. I don't know anybody who does that. And I'm Arab and we speak Arabic to one another. And never have I been in a car or walked with another Arab. Oh my God, is my internet going crazy again? Oh my God. Anyway, I've never been with other Arabs and they see a black person and say, oh, look, a slave. Unless they were actually slaves, because we still have slavery in the Middle East. But never have I seen that. So Courtney's idea, and she said, she's trying to teach me about my culture now. You have to remember, she's teaching me about Muslims and Arabs. So she's telling me, you guys do this and you're faking it. And I'm like, geez, I didn't know that you were the master of my culture and I'm the one who's learning. I didn't know. Did you grow up in Lebanon? Did you grow up speaking Arabic? Did you grow up around us? I didn't know that. I was so confused because then she said, I went around some Lebanese, old Lebanese man. She said, I know this old Lebanese man and he told me that this is the way it is. And I was like, really? So first you're telling me all you do is hang around black people because black is everything in your life. But now all of a sudden that you meet one Lebanese girl online, now all of a sudden you have a Lebanese old man that told you about everything Lebanese and even spoke to you in Arabic and taught you Arabic slang. Like, I thought it was crazy. I was like, wow. But anyway, so this is how this started. And yeah, I'll get back to it. Let you guys see the rest of it. So
JR, good evening. Anton,
Oh, no.
KA,
Hi.
Ms. Lauren, Willa, I see you over there. Amira, Alhamdulillah. I have a question for the panel. Now, can it be argued that Black Americans, us, we are an amalgamation of many cultures, African, Caribbean, even from the European settlers, a red, white, and blue stew, so to speak?
First of all, let me just compliment
That
the
voice.
voice. I can't deal with it. It is amazing.
That's an amazing voice.
You need to
I
do
love it.
voiceovers. You
probably
remind me of Neil deGrasse Tyson.
That-
Like you have a very like. Oh, let me just compliment.
That
okay, shut up, Kate or Kate Kay. Sorry, let me let her get to this point because I think he's trying to say something, but Kay is speaking about other things.
So that's where like the I guess confusion I guess comes in.
Okay.
Because you're right, there are a lot of different cultures that
absolutely
contribute to Black Americans, you know, currently.
Now, if this is the case, Kate, forgive me for cutting you off.
No, go ahead.
Now, would it be expected that we would continue to mix and mingle and evolve our own culture, adding to the culture and seeing the culture continue to grow? Because if you look at Chicago Rilla's records here, they continue to change.
I can't with this voice and the fact that you are so serious.
Well,
but yes, you.
Fantastic.
This is killing me that this is taking so long to get to his point because she keeps interrupting. I'm sorry. And I'm so like, when the show was happening, I was already annoyed, but even looking at it as a spectator at this point, as looking at it as a show, as a live stream, it's irritating even now that she interrupts so much. Look at Anton. Take a minute. Everybody take a minute. Look at your screen. Look at the person at the top with the name Anton. He is feeling the same thing that I am feeling in this exact moment. The way that he is expressing himself and expressing his state of mind at this moment is the exact way that I feel. Look at Anton. That is me right now. Every time Kay opens her mouth to interrupt, it is, I mean, even, okay. All right. Anyway, I'm going to try to pass the Kay part and try to get to his response.
So wait. I'm sorry, Mr. Penn. But again,
I want to hear him talk Chicago.
Well, apparently we've been listening to you talk all night, Court.
Right.
Really? You don't want the smoke with me because I will
I
put on
want all
the
the
hoodie.
Michelle.
I will put on the hoodie.
Fresh off of
put on the hoodie.
Hip hop is the biggest export from US. That is Black culture. Yes or no? And listen, hip hop is the one culture that brings all races together. So when you go to France and you see graffiti and you see b-boys and you see DJs and you see MCs, that's the four elements of hip hop. You can go to Japan.
That's just
you can go to Korea.
Hip hop is just not Black culture, though. That's not just what we're made of. What he just said was, can we not mix and mingle like we've done and evolve our culture into others? That's what he's saying.
Actually, Courtney, that's not what I said.
Did you not just say mix and mingle?
I said, as we continue to mix and mingle. I'm very careful with what I say. As we continue to, will it not be expected for us to add our own flavor and continue to evolve the culture?
I think that you're right. There will be, the culture will evolve because Black Americans are new, relatively speaking.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So with that being the case, cool. I understand that. And I agree with that point that you're making.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, and I think this is the thing that Courtney, has been speaking to. Mm-hmm. And the thing that I also agree with, we can't pick a culture and just say, yes, this is how this should work in Black culture, because we cannot
just forget about the fact that there's a whole upbringing, there's a whole societal support system, there's an entire family structure, there's all these things that aren't included already with Black American culture. I agree with what you're saying in terms of, yes, we're going to take bits and pieces and, you know, grow it over time. But the problem is it's not a problem to take bits and pieces. The problem is trying to act like those bits and pieces are independent of their entire cultural context from the.
Okay. All right. Okay. So that was that. I mean, Courtney there's other pieces to that are a lot more catfighty, but that point, exactly what they're trying to make was talking about, you know, when I came into that scene, the discussion was about what are the things that some cultures can take from other cultures. And when they're talking about hip hop being one of America's biggest exports, that's a lie. That's a huge lie. And if that is America's biggest export, then that means America has been a cancer to the rest of the world. Hip hop culture, there's nothing good that comes out of that. When you speak about graffiti around the world, graffiti has not been a blessing or an art piece to the rest of the world. It has been a bother, a nuisance, a factor in our cities that's causing our property values to go down. So if we're talking about hip hop being America's biggest export and hip hop being Black culture influencing the rest of the world, then I would not be so proud of that if I were them. I wouldn't be so proud of that because it's not something like classical music that requires. I'm not saying that hip hop music doesn't require a level of art and, you know, skill and talent, you know, to mix beats together, and poetry. Of course, there's a lot of poetry in hip hop and so on and so forth. But this music has been used with the wrong intentions. So it's not something that brings humanity up in a way. It is something that brings humanity down. And if you look at the races that are most affected by hip hop culture, that being the Black and Latino races, these races have both been going down in recent history, and I believe that hip hop was the beginning of their downfalls. Next, I want to bring back, you said America isn't cancer, just Black culture. I'm not going to say that either. It's not that it's Black culture. It's this hip hop culture, because from what I know, JR shared these things with me. JR and Anton used to take me aside and share many things with me, and they shared with me Good Time, a show called Good Time. They shared with me Sanford and Son. They shared with me a few other shows that were classic old Black shows. And these people were not the people that we see today. These people wore their pants up to their waist with belts and suspenders. And they sat at the dinner table with their families. They didn't curse. They weren't vulgar. The majority of the people weren't overweight, especially the women. They all wore their natural hair. The women did not dress promiscuously. The women were wearing long dresses and shirts that fit them. They were different people than what we see today in the Black community. So I'm not going to say that Black culture is a cancer, because it's not Black culture. Hip hop is a section, a part of Black culture that has been hindering a lot of them, in my opinion. And any other race that has taken on this type of music has also started to fall. The next video I want to show you guys, if it's all working out here, because I know the YouTube is acting strange. I don't know why it's acting so weird right now. But of course, it starts acting weird when I want to share something with you guys. The next one is a pregnant woman who was pulled over by police for drunk driving. When she got out of the vehicle, she had a belly, a huge belly, in fact. She was heavily pregnant. And she was drunk. So I'm going to give you guys her. One sec. I'm pulling her up. I know it hasn't been that long that I watched it. Wait, I know. Oh, here she is. Okay, here it is. I found it. Okay. I'm going to share the screen with you all so you all can have a look at it as well. One moment. Okay. All right, here we go. And all right, so here is this video. Let's begin.
53-106 County 1044.
53-106.
I'll be on Cedar Avenue, just past Larchwood, with New Jersey, Romeo 40, Lima, Echo, Victor.
53-106, Cedar and Larchwood. There's a 30.
Look at her. Look at her.
How you doing, ma'am? Sergeant Hanlon with the West Long Ranch Police Department. Just so you know, no, just so you know, I'm wearing a body camera. Everything's audio and video recorded. The reason why I pulled you over is you're swerving over the yellow center line. You have a brake light that's out.
And I'm aware of the brake light.
Where are you coming from?
Home.
Where's home?
Okay.
And where are you heading to?
My mom's house.
Okay. And what's this address in Long Branch here?
Let me see. Can I see? That's my old address.
Okay, so you don't live there anymore?
I'm going to Cedar.
You're going to, and who lives on Cedar?
My
Slow
mother.
down, Zealot.
Okay. Have you had any kind of alcohol drink tonight?
No.
Yes.
Nothing at all?
Yes.
All right, you on any kind of medication?
Yes.
And when was the last time you took that?
I take it every day. I'm surprised it.
All right, do me a favor, hang the phone up, exit out of the
It's
car.
my mother.
Okay,
She's about to come here. She's literally right there.
okay, how old are you?
31.
Okay, hang up the phone, exit your vehicle, and step behind the vehicle.
31 with absolutely no common sense. Can you imagine? 31 years old woman would know that you don't drink alcohol when you have a baby sitting in your womb. 31 and no common sense. And for those of you who don't know what she said when he asked her about her medication, the medication that she said, which was bleeped out, is that she's taking Suboxone. Suboxone. Suboxone, I believe, is used for people who stop taking heroin. So I guess that makes her like an ex-drug addict or something. She's taking Suboxone already, which is already semi-dangerous, I would believe. I'm not sure, but it's one of those things that you want to not take when you're pregnant. But then she's also drinking alcohol on top of that. 31 years old and no common sense.
That behind the vehicle?
Yeah.
Mom.
53-160 County, I'll have one out of the vehicle.
That's my medication.
Okay, you can put it.
Look at her tummy.
Just go step behind the vehicle.
Heavily pregnant.
All right, so Mariah, the reason why I have you out of the vehicle is because, again, like I said, you're swerving all over the road. You're crossing over the center line. You actually almost hit me head on as I was coming up Monmouth Road.
I'm sorry.
Texting, regardless, I mean, anything. I mean,
I
obviously,
get
you
it.
can't be doing that when you're driving,
I
okay?
get it.
And then there was a second time when I was behind you. You also crossed over the center line. I had my camera activated and got everything on camera.
Okay.
All right,
I
so
was texting.
all right, do here. Just stand on the sidewalk. I just want to turn off my front overhead lights so that there's no kind of confusion for you.
You can leave
And I just want to look at your eyes.
About to be here in 2 seconds.
Okay, well, she's gonna have to wait.
Tattoos and everything. So do you guys see what I'm talking about? So we always talk about like women. What are the signs of a woman being a bad woman? One of the signs is having tattoos all over the place. And people always say, oh, tattoos aren't that bad of a thing. Tattoos is just a preference. Some tattoos look good on people. A lot of women who wear tattoos or who have too many tattoos, like this lady here, it's a sign of rebellion, of a rebellious spirit. It's a sign of a woman who is most likely she has no family that is watching her closely. Usually a woman who has a bunch of tattoos everywhere visibly is a woman who is not under the control of anyone. She's like, the family doesn't care. She's just out there. Now, that could be okay for a party girl or a girl that you want to have for fun, but a woman that you want to have as a wife, I wouldn't recommend it. And you see the results here. She's pregnant, drinking, belly heavily pregnant, and no care.
In the car. Yes. For a second. Just want to look at your eyes real quick, okay? So see the tip of my finger? I want you to follow it with your eyes. Do not move your head. Do you understand? Just follow it with your eyes. Nope, you're moving your head, all right? Just follow the tip of my finger.
You do understand I'm on Suboxone.
I do.
There we go. And look at the nails. Oh my gosh, the nails. These nails, God, they look so crusty. They're not even the same length. They're not even the same shape, each one of them. None of them are matching the other one. What is this? This is the ghettoest. Oh my gosh, this is so ghetto. Her nails don't even match. The lengths don't even match. They look horrific. They look chunky. They look horrible. Tattoos everywhere. Oh my God. And she's wearing booty shorts, of all shorts to be wearing, of all things to be wearing. She's wearing booty shorts. Frost commented that he has tattoos. Tattoos on men, however, is not the same thing. Men with tattoos is not the same as a woman with tattoos. You understand that, right? He says tattoos are okay for men, though, because tattoos are masculine. Tattoos on a woman basically means that she's got some mental issues. You know, tattoos on men is kind of men telling their story, right? A man tells his story sometimes through his tattoos because men don't tend to speak as much as women do. They don't tend to talk and tell their lives as much as women do. So a lot of men will get their lives painted on their bodies. You know, they'll get their mother's name, they'll get their children, they'll get the death of one of their family members tattooed on them. They'll get the sign, their spirit sign or what have you. I don't like to say it that way because it sounds kind of like girly to say spirit sign, but you guys understand some men will get fierce animals painted on their bodies to represent them as who they are, their personalities. If they're very protective, they'll get a lion on their bodies. If they're very, you know what I mean? You guys get it. If they're hunters, they'll get, you know, tigers or what have you. But a woman having tattoos, it's not the same effect. It doesn't give the same effect. You see men who go to war and get war tattoos and so on. This is men telling their stories. Women, no. Women already talk enough. You don't need a tattoo. All right, let me get back to the video.
Do you know what that is?
I do understand what it is, okay? So follow it with your head, your eyes. Don't move your head, okay? I'm going to move my finger from right to left. Just follow it with your eyes.
This is such an awkward scene. A pregnant woman getting DUI tests. This is just such a bad scene, all in all. This is a thing from nightmares. That poor baby.
All right, I'm going to go up towards the sky. It's going to be hard to see my finger, but just keep trying to follow it, okay?
Wait, what do you mean it's gonna be hot? Like you're going
It's
all
gonna,
the way?
it's going to be hard to see. It's going to be out of your vision, but just keep trying
Can
to
I
follow.
put my zipper up?
Your zipper is up.
She's slurring.
Yep,
Sorry.
it's up. You're good.
I'm pregnant.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm pregnant. No, really? We thought that was a tumor. Yes, we know you're pregnant and drunk.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have you do a couple of quick tests just to make sure that you're okay to drive. So just stand in front of my patrol car.
You want me to stand in front?
Stand in front of it, yep. And then you're going to face your car. you have any kind of injuries, current or previous, that would prohibit you from walking in a straight line or balancing on one foot or doing anything
I
of the
had
such?
surgery on my right leg
Okay, when was that?
about 2 years ago.
And does it affect you daily, or are you able to?
It depends on the weather.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
I'm unemployed.
When was the last time you worked?
I'm disabled. I live in what do you call it? A
Disabled?
home.
Okay.
For mother and children.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? So you're living in a state home for mothers and children. Wait, do you guys understand the level of do you guys understand the level of ghetto this is? Do you guys understand the level of ignorant, of disgust? Do you guys understand the level of disgust this is? She's living in state home. The government, us taxpayers, are paying for her room and board. She's pregnant. Where's the father? Does she know who the father is? She's carrying a child, drunk, driving down the road. Oh, this is just, oh my, it gets worse. It gets worse and worse.
Have you worked since the surgery at all?
No.
Okay. All right. All right. Then I'll take the leg into an account. So what I want you to do is put your right foot in front of your left, heel to toe, in a straight line. All right. Keep your arms down at your sides. Maintain this position while I explain the test. Do you understand? All right. So what you're going to do is when I tell you to, you're going to walk 9 heel to toe steps towards your vehicle in a straight line. I'll demonstrate what it should look like. Okay. Watch me. 1, 2, 3. You're going to take 9. I only took 3. You're going to touch.
You know she's going to get government support after that baby comes out. That's probably why she has a baby in her in the first place. It's not to care for it, not to love it. She doesn't love it already. She wants government money. That's the reason why she's popping out a child. And even better, if the baby comes out with disabilities, maybe she's doing it on purpose. Maybe she's trying to disable this child on purpose by drinking heavily while she's pregnant to harm the child. This, oh my gosh, I am so close to cursing, but I am trying to hold my tongue. This is just, oh my gosh.
Touch heel to toe on every step, okay? And you're going to walk in a straight line. Once you get to your 9th step, you're going to take a series of short, choppy steps with your back foot around your front foot, and then you're going to walk 9 heel to toe steps towards my patrol vehicle. You're going to look down at your feet. You're going to count each step out loud like I demonstrated, and you're going to keep your arms down at your sides.
Want me to count all this?
I'm going to pass it a little bit.
No,
if
you're
I
going to count each step out loud, okay? Again, hang on. Let me demonstrate one more time just so you understand, okay?
It's acting weird.
Watch what I do.
I don't know why my YouTube is acting weird. It's not letting me. What the heck is it doing? I don't know what it's doing. All right. I'm just going to try to pass it if I can. Can I? Okay, it's letting me pass. So she failed all the tests, as you can imagine. Now here it is where she's been taken to the station, and we can see her behavior from here on out.
Right there, you'll see it. The message isn't even sent. I hope your camera was on the whole time.
It's been on the entire time.
I'm going to beat this shit so hard, and I'm going to ask them please record.
She's cursing.
I'll be there.
She's belligerent.
You got me fucked up.
Wow.
Laura, could you just take her picture real quick?
1 o'clock in the fucking morning, bro, me on my side. She gonna have your ass on the fucking.
How do women speak this way? How?
When I was honest, that's it. Okay, dummy, I passed all your motherfucking tests before.
106.
I can't stand almost, but I broke my leg in 3.
She's negative all around for paper. Her license is suspended as of November 2019. Failure to appear.
Yep.
10-4, thank you.
She's talking to herself in a corner.
I'm gonna take those handcuffs off.
Oh, you want me to be able to move?
I do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, how old are you?
31.
How
Driving with all of that. Refusing your test, driving without license, and your DWI, you think I'm aware.
Okay,
I'm
Mariah.
gonna put these in front of you now, all right?
It's coming. It's coming,
Your
Zealot.
name is what? Can you write
30
down
more
these papers
seconds.
for me?
It's gonna be all in the paperwork that we give you. Put your
Okay.
mic
Mariah,
on.
what's your race? Like black or Hispanic?
Whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, come over
You're
here.
judging me as black, so put black.
I'm asking if that's
You're
what you want,
judging
but
me as black, so put black.
I'm not judging you as anything.
That's
No,
how
you
you're
look
putting it.
Put your
black.
mic up against the
Judge me
right thing
as
on the
black.
wall.
Okay.
The fuck? That's why you pulled me over. You work with him?
I do. He's my sergeant. Yep.
He's your sergeant.
My
Why the
boss.
fuck you ain't sergeant? They got this shit backwards.
The language.
It is life. It's fucked up, right?
It's all good. All right, just look straight ahead for me.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
Hang on one second.
Again.
Yeah,
No, it's not done yet, Zelich. It's coming some more.
All right, now turn just your head and look at the X on the wall.
I got you.
All right, you're good. You can go have a seat on that bench over
There's
there.
more coming,
I can't
Zelich.
believe he's your sergeant. You belong being a fucking sergeant. What the fuck is he sergeant for? You're aware I'm going to beat this kid's head in front of you, right?
You have every right to go to court and attempt to do whatever you want.
And I'm going to ask for you to sit there.
I'll be
Every
there.
time.
I'll be there.
I'm going to ask. What the fuck?
What is up with you and zinc vitamins? Like, what is up with you and zinc supplements? What is wrong with you guys are going to tell me what is wrong? Because if there's something I need to know, please tell me, because I take zinc daily too. So is there something wrong with taking zinc supplements? What is wrong? Because this is not okay. Like, you keep saying this. I think it's mostly Frost who keeps saying this. Can you guys explain, please? Samael, where are you? Samael, I'm calling for you. Samael.
Yeah, I don't know what it means either.
What are you talking about? Larry is texting me.
I think it's Sotonar says zinc is safe slang for male fluid. So yeah, I don't have a good way to put that.
Why would that be called zinc?
Because there's zinc in it.
There's zinc in humans too. There's zinc in everything. What? Oh my god, this is stupid.
It's just a way of saying she's a bit slutty.
I guess that's the same way where, husbands will joke. Well, I don't know about husbands. I guess I'm talking too much about my husband. Am I exposing my husband? I'm sorry. But will you say, oh, you need protein, Amira? I'll give you protein. That's kind of what it's talking about then?
Essentially, except that they're indicating that she's not picky about where the protein comes from.
Okay.
All right. And then we got that out of the way.
Right. Let's get back to our scheduled programming. Let's get back to that.
I know you're Mariah. I know you. Mariah.
You don't even know my fucking name. You just know she's a black girl I pulled over who was crossing the lines.
That's my job.
To know the black girl that was
to know who was crossing the line and almost hit me head on.
Is your camera still on?
My camera's on.
The black girl that was crossing the lines.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, you can run it through as a refusal.
Listen to her.
The black girl that was crossing the lines.
The black girl that was crossing the line. Shut up.
You are ridiculous.
Oh, he's ridiculous. Not the drunk pregnant woman.
Is my mother here? My white mother? Is my white mother here? Is she? My white mother. Is she white? Is she here?
I don't know if she's here. It doesn't matter if she's here or not. No, because you're an adult.
That's my right home. Don't you think you should know if my white mother is here? What happened to white mother?
The next
This
part
is not going to look good for you when you go to court.
The next part I need to show you guys is her calling her mother. So she just spoke about her white mother. She was given a chance to make a phone call, and I will put it here for you guys right here. Okay. She was given a chance to call her mother, and you can imagine how this conversation goes. This is not going to go the way you think it's going to go. Here we go.
Okay.
You caught me on a good day.
Hello?
Hello? Mom,
Yeah,
where are you at?
waiting for a taxi.
Good. You got two people on your way to. Exactly. You got two people on your way to you, and whatever one gets there first, please get in their car.
Just stop talking.
No, I'm so serious. Nikki and Jasmine are on their way to you. Whatever one gets there first, get in their car.
Listen.
They're not releasing me until you get here.
I know. So you're not going nowhere. So shut the fuck up.
I'm not just about to sit here either.
You are about to sit there because you can't go nowhere.
Mom.
Fuck you, ridiculous.
She's gonna hang up.
Fuck you, just stop talking.
I did. I asked for a lawyer. They said I couldn't have one.
Back.
Wow.
Well, there's your phone call. You wasted it. I'm hanging up, and don't call me back.
You listen. What you have to do to your mother for your mother to respond that way to you in your moment of need, you have to be a real POS, okay, for your mother to respond to you that way. If I ever called my mother or my father from jail, they would be petrified. They would say, we are on our way there. We're going to figure it out. We will bring the lawyer. They will not act like that. This woman clearly is a piece of crap. This woman is a piece of crap. You hear what her mother said? She said, stop talking to me. You had one phone call and you wasted it by calling me. Don't call me back. I'm hanging up. Don't call me back. And she hung up. If that doesn't tell you who this person is, I don't know what else will tell you who this person is. I mean, whose mother will respond this way?
Y'all people play a lot of games.
Now that walk of shame.
And you want to play with her in court.
What is this?
Obviously, my mother is going to fucking take forever.
How? Yes. See, she just got verbally spanked and now she's sitting there. Listen, she just got verbally spanked by her mother. She got a tongue lashing and now she's sitting on the bench like she's in timeout. That's exactly. And so just so you guys know, that video ended with the mother and the sister coming to pick her up. And her mother kept that same energy when she came to pick her up. Her mother was not thrilled. She was not amused. She was not impressed. So she got a tongue lashing, got embarrassed, and got firmly sat back in her place on that bench. And the way she's dressed, I'm telling you, you're already pregnant and you're still dressing that way. You're already pregnant. Okay? Show some respect for yourself and the baby. No? I miss the days when you would see pregnant women wearing long dresses, and they would wear these cute dresses that had long sleeves on them and you could see the belly bump, and it was cute because women look so vulnerable in that state. Women look so vulnerable when they're pregnant. They can't run nowhere. They can't do much. They're vulnerable. And it's a beautiful thing to me. But when a pregnant woman looks and acts like that, it just takes away the whole beauty of it. And it turns into pity. So anyway, that's what happened with that. And I wanted to show you guys that just because I did put the title of this live stream, A Nation Can Rise No Higher Than Its Women. And this, what I showed you today, is not something that's super uncommon in America. It's not uncommon to see women like this anymore. Booty shorts, breasts out, tattoos all over, overweight, rude, disrespectful, obnoxious, entitled, drunk in public, sometimes drunk while pregnant, driving, close to killing other people on the road, no care in the world, no accountability. This is common. So we can rise no higher than our women in this country, in any nation, in any race. We can't rise any higher than the moral quality of our women. And we have none here. So what do you think is happening to us? I'll let you guys go. It is a weekday. It is Friday Junior, however, and Friday is in a couple of hours. I hope you guys have a great Friday. I will see you Saturday. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be talking about on Saturday, but we'll figure something out. You'll see by Saturday morning. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. It was an unexpected stream tonight, but I appreciate those of you who did join me today. And I think with that, I yield my time. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you Saturday.